Hello.
Welcome. It's your first time. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this interview all day. So
Good. I'm glad we're not too nerve-wracking for you. You are doing so well. I was looking, and I'm a bit of a sticky beak when it comes to music. So I get on socials and I look at all of the things, and I go back as long as I can because I love music and I love watching what people are doing. You have so many things going on. You've got a huge amount of followers for 16. You're 16 years old. You are just doing so well.
yeah,
How are you feeling? This week is it's not, it is your debut, as in it's your first single that you've released sort of with publicity and doing all of the things and all of the other behind the scenes stuff, and it's your second single that you've released. How are you feeling? Because it's only been a couple of days.
I was very excited to release myself. I think it's kind of a song that describes my life and like me personally. So I think releasing this song, I just really wanted to kind of introduce myself to everyone and just kind of show people who I am. And but just releasing music is honestly one of the most exciting things, I think. I love for people to hear my songs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, before we went live, I know Scott had must have been reading my mind because he had all the questions that I had ready to go. So it was really good to chat to you before we went live. But we were saying to you, it's hard at 16. You're still learning about yourself and the world, but you have a really clear vision of what you want already through your career and where you're going. What do you think has helped you get to that point? Have you come from a family with musicians? Have you grown up around music? Tell us about that.
So my parents actually used to be in a band. I think that's where my love for music really started. They were called Avenue for Troy. I have always grown up around music. So my mom's a singer, and my dad plays guitar. They're both very talented. My older sister, Rochelle, she plays guitar. She sings. I think she even plays a bit of piano. So she's
wow,
very, very talented. My uncles play bass, guitar, drums. Yeah, so I've just always grown up around a very musical family, and I think that's where my love for music started.
How special. And I grew up like you around music, and I don't think that there's a choice when you grow up in it. I think it's just a part of you that even if you wanted to stop, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, when did you start writing? When is that a recent thing that you started writing? Have you been doing it for a long time?
I think since I was around 14. Like, I feel like I've always kind of wrote like silly little cringy kind of songs when I was younger. But I think I started kind of really putting myself into the songs and kind of taking it a bit more seriously for the past couple of years.
Yes.
And I think that's like one of the greatest things that I like to do is write music because it's just it's a very special thing.
It is a special thing. I don't know, you have to do it as well. Like once you start writing, I think you then keep writing and you write more and more and more. Like the more you do, it just keeps drawing more stories out of you, doesn't it? Now, are you still at school? What are you doing other than music?
So I'm in year 11 this year. I go into year 12 next term, which is very scary. I've just kind of finished up my exams for the past couple of weeks and kind of balancing. I went to Sydney for the weekend, the week before, the weekend of my exams. So I got off the plane and I had to run into the exam hall and do my English exam. So,
oh wow, no time for nerves.
Yeah. So I think, just music is really just my passion. I always try my hardest in school, but I make sure I put 110% into my music. Yeah.
I like it. You've got your priorities right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get you in trouble, but I think you're doing right. Just right. I listened to the song and I really liked. Well, I was really always tell people I listen to a song before I read the press releases. I love that we get the information from you guys and from publicists and managers, but what I really like is to let my mind hear what you're singing about and picture it for myself. So I listen to it, and then I watch your film clip with it, and then I'll read the press release and think about it some more. But what I really liked about this song is how true it was and how honest you're being, but also your vocals. You such strong vocals.
Thank you.
It looked amazing. Tell us about the process from writing this song right through to now releasing it. Tell us how that all happened. Is it recent?
So I wrote the song around the middle, like between the start of the year and now, kind of like middle of there. And it had a few different kind of verses and stuff. Just kind of, I try to focus on a subject and then just kind of elaborate on that. But yeah, so I just wrote it on my bedroom floor with my guitar and my phone. And yeah, I wrote that, and then I showed my manager, David Caplice. He's a very, very kind man. He has helped me out a lot. And then we took it to a few producers. Their names are Fabian and Don. They work for Quasar Music. And they were very, very polite people. They made me feel very welcome. And when I showed them, they said that they thought it had a lot of potential, and that this song could have a lot of potential. And so I went down to Sydney, and me and Fabian, we kind of just worked on it and got it down, had it as a draft, and then we had to listen to that, and he elaborated with like guitars, drums, bass, and all that stuff. And yeah, I feel like it came together very well. And I think hearing that like last finished version of the song, it really just kind of touched my heart a bit, because it feels like having a song that's titled myself and is about me and just kind of describes me so well. It was an amazing experience.
It's a huge thing to do, and a really brave thing to do so early in your career, to release something that's so honest and raw. I'm really sorry, my cat is trying to get on my knee, so if I flinch, it's because his nails are coming out. He's just trying to get up. It's only because he knows that I've got his treats hidden in the drawer. Sorry. When you started and you sat down on that bedroom floor, to the sound now, did you have that picture already of it coming alive, or did Fabian help you a bit with that to grow those things throughout it?
Well, when I wrote the song, I kind of like wrote it so that it would, like, I wanted it to be something like something. And I think taking it down to Fabian, we kind of just put all of the pieces of the puzzle together, and just yeah.
I love, that's my favorite bit about music, when you write it and then you go into the studio, or you go and you see it grow on its own. That's the fun bit. And then I love when it's out in the world, hearing what people think about it and what they take away from it. You released it on Friday, so it's only been a few days. Have you had many people reach out telling you how it makes them feel, or what their thoughts are on the song?
Well, I won a competition called Triple J Unearthed High Indigenous. It was the Indigenous area of it, and I think after winning that, I was genuinely so surprised, because like I feel like Triple J is a very kind of like alternative, like pop, like that kind of thing, and so I think winning that part of the competition with a country song, it was just very mind blowing. And so I got a lot of good feedback from it then, and then I think through releasing it, it kind of expanded the viewers from it, and I did get a lot of good feedback. Yes, I'm just really glad that people enjoy my music and take notice of my hard work. Yeah.
And how good is that, Triple J? And I remember Triple J when I was growing up.
Yeah.
a long time ago now. But it was that you're right. It's never been a big country music thing, and country music hasn't been something that would normally win a competition in the past. Not a competition in its own genre. Absolutely, it had its own things there, but it never crossed over into what would be classed as mainstream music. So to win something like that at Triple J, that just shows how much the industry and, well, even the world have come with music. We're very open to what we listen to now, which is just fantastic.
Yeah. Sorry. I think with like the writing of like my own personal thing, I think I have a bit of a kind of a mixture of all different genres within my music. I think obviously my main is country, but I think I always try to put that alternative and kind of like, I think with my vocals I try to do a bit of more like riffs and runs for like that R&B, just so that my music kind of suits everyone and not just
Yeah, absolutely. And it tells different sides of story of who you are. All of that come into play. Are you still happy to do a song for us today?
Yeah. I'd love
well,
to.
We're talking about the song. I'll let you have the room, and you can play and do whatever you like, and we'll come back and I want to talk to you about all the film clip and all sorts of things that you've got going on. So I'll let you have the room, and we'll see you in a moment.
Thank you. Got my guitar here. Okay, here we go. Music, math, and English, it's proud on my shoulders. I know when my passion is my dream when I get older. I know that you're doubting me because I'm doubting myself. And I know your heart on me, you need to do country, pop, and R&B, I don't know what to choose. Well, I'm country at the moment, but what will I grow into? I guess we'll never know, and have to wait and see. 'Cause all your voices, yeah, they're killing me. Well, I am wondering what's going on with me. 'Cause I'm meant to be happy as can be. And all I write about is being sad all the time. I would kill for a happy song, but would it really be mine? Really be mine? And I know that you're doubting me because I'm doubting myself. And I know that you're doubting me because I'm doubting myself. Thank you.
Wow, your voices are beautiful.
Thank you.
It was. If you guys haven't already heard the single, if you scan the QR code now or at the end of the show, you can take you straight to the single and to the film clip as well. Oh dear. Thank you so much for singing. I don't know if you guys can hear me echoing. Is it echoing on your end, Kyla?
No,
No, good.
not
That's just in my head. That's why. Scott's in the background fiddling, I think, to try and see if it can ease it. So I'm sorry if it's on your screens, everybody. We're working on it. When you did the film clip for this single, was it your idea? Tell us how that unfolded. Did you work together to come up with the idea of I think that's fixed it. Thank you. It's much better, Scott. And Jules, I think she can hear it now. I hope. Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments, Jules, if it's come back. Yeah, when you were so did you have a picture in your mind of what you wanted the film clip to be, or did you just go in there and say, here you go, let's do this, and just let go and let them have control?
I think kind of a bit of both. When we first even started thinking about a film clip for myself, I went to my manager, David, and he found a lovely producer, Jay. Her Instagram's Jay Slays, so go give that a quick look. Yeah, she's a very lovely lady. She was very kind. And I think I kind of told David what I wanted to do and kind of how I wanted it to be, how I wanted myself to be seen. And then they kind of just came up with the rest. And then we ended up with the music video, which was honestly so much fun. It was a day to remember.
Yeah.
And
it was just one day filming. Was
Sorry?
it a one-day filming? It took all day. Yeah, a big day.
Yeah. So we started around 10 o'clock and 10 a.m. and then we finished at 6 p.m.
Wow.
So it was a long day, but I honestly enjoyed it so much. I think coming from school and stuff, I just like realized how much I wanted, like I want to be an artist. I want to be a singer. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you found in school, like, over the time, great. Patrick said that we're all back to normal. Jules said that it's working. Thank you so much, guys, for letting us know, because it's really hard when we can hear ourselves, but we don't know that you guys can. But thank you. When you are at school, has school supported your career in music? Is it something that you've had to work with you along the way?
Yeah, I think my school has really supported me with my music. A few teachers, like Miss Kelly, that's my principal, Mrs. Kelly, and another one of my, well, he was my old music teacher from year 7 to about year 9, Mr. Lee Carroll. He has been a very big help. He's the guy who actually convinced me to do school spec, and kind of he's the one who kind of got me to audition, because I think, well, I did do capers around 2 years ago, which was honestly such a great experience. I think anyone who wants to kind of further their skills in, performance and stuff like that, it's honestly such a great experience, and I think it really educated me on that side of performing and stuff. So coming from that and then auditioning to school spec, which is just like capers times 10, it was very intimidating, but I pulled through, and so now I'll be there in November performing at Cuba Spec Arena, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Yeah.
And like, it's so early in your career to be able to do that. It's huge. Is that something that your friends and things, it'd be so hard going to school and be looking, sort of going back to normal life when you're doing all these wonderful things outside of it? Are your friends and things, do they like country music? Do they support all genres in school for you now? Because it's so different. Everybody has such different tastes at the moment.
Yeah. I think a lot of my friends, they do listen to like that kind of R&B, rap, pop. Even myself, like I do listen to a lot of kind of like alternative kind of rap and stuff like that, R&B. And I think it kind of has an influence on my writing and my singing as well, and kind of makes up who I am. But yeah, I say that they always like kind of give my songs a listen and support me through my journey.
Yes. And actually, Scott's just popped. He does like to do these to us. He likes to do little fun facts so that we can see if he can throw me off. And he hasn't worked because I knew this fact already. Your performance, did you know that it's reached over 2.5 million views on your NAIDOT Week performance?
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you about that?
Yes, I'd love to. That's huge.
So around a couple months last term, I got they actually emailed my principal, Miss Kelly, and she called me up to the office. Like, my name got called over the loudspeaker, and I thought I was in trouble.
In trouble, yeah.
So I went down to the office, and she told me that they wanted me to go and do just a couple songs for a kind of conference type thing. It was kind of like a presentation, and it was just for the Gomeroi Award for previous years, with the winners and stuff, kind of for them to tell their stories. And so I got to go there and do 2 songs. I performed my debut single, Scars, and then I performed I'm Australian, just because I thought, to show like my Indigenous side, to show that I am Aboriginal and I am proud to be. So I thought that would be like the perfect song, perfect scenario. And so I didn't think that it was going to go that well, though. Yeah. I just thought it'd be great for the environment. But yeah, it was just, I got there, I was so nervous. I actually have a story for that. I was sitting in my hotel room the night before, and I opened up my guitar case, and I realized that I didn't have any picks. And so I was panicking. I'm like, oh my God, like, it's not going to sound as good. So my sister actually gave me an old card that she had in her wallet.
Yes.
I cut a pick out of that, and it was so bad. Like, it was so, the pick was, I don't even know.
It? Did you keep it?
Actually, I think it is in my guitar case.
You have to keep
it. Yeah, I didn't tell my parents that one, so they'll be fine.
They watch right now. Yeah, they're next to you.
But yeah, so I walked in there with my kind of guitar pick, and I got up and I played that song. I was honestly so nervous. Like, before I went up, I was kind of like pacing outside, like, it was a lot of fun though. I think with all the experiences that I'm having, like, it's just always a good memory.
Absolutely. It's and everything you don't know until you try it, and it just opens up more doors the more that you do. But as you were saying, like, you were so nervous, you're pacing back and forth. How do you get control of your nerves once you get on the stage? Because it wouldn't matter if you've been doing it for 50 years, there'd still be some form of nerve there. So how do you get past that?
I think I really just kind of, I love my AirPods, so I always have my AirPods in. Like, that's the thing that I always have with me. So I think always listening to music before I start, that always helps me. I'm a very big water drinker when it comes to getting on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main things. And then just kind of like humming the song to myself, just so I get familiar with it, and just know what I'm doing on stage. I think that's kind of and also just when I sing, when I first start off, I just tend to look over the heads.
I'm not
direct eye contact with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then once I get kind of comfortable and kind of more into the song, then I'll start to look around, and
it's incredible to be able to get past that, because there's a lot of people that can't and don't know how, and it's always really important to share those little tips, because I agree, when you're looking out into the crowd, if you look over them, you forget how many are sitting in front of you for those few seconds till you get going. Once you get going and you're talking and things are going, you tend to relax, but it's that few seconds of just starting it right without rushing it. Yeah. Scott has got another fun fact up for us, which I think these are really, really great. But singer-songwriter Thelma Plum, she said, she made a comment about your music, and she said that she loves your music, and I've been listening to your songs all morning, and I think you're so deadly, darling. Tell me, how did that come about? That would have been pretty exciting.
Yeah, Thelma's honestly one of my biggest inspirations. She's actually from out my way, out near
Oh,
Moree.
yeah,
Yeah, so I think having that connection with kind of coming from the same place and kind of writing similar music, I think she's always just been a big inspiration. When I won the Triple J Unearthed High, the Indigenous part of it,
yeah.
she actually came onto the Zoom call, and I just kind of
Oh,
lost
wow.
it. I started crying and everything. I was just so overwhelmed. But yeah, it was so amazing meeting her. She's such a lovely person,
Yeah.
and her music is just yeah,
You have to try and see if she'll do a duet with you.
yeah.
That would be
I think
amazing.
that's like the end goal, really.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it? And I did actually see, I know, I don't know if Scott's got a fan fact, but I did see that you also had G Flip that made comments. There it is. I had a feeling there would be one about that. How did that one come about? That's pretty incredible
Yeah,
as well.
I had a free period at school, and I got a notification on my phone. And we're not necessarily allowed to have our phones at
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
but I don't know. I checked it anyway, and it come up with a comment, and it said G Flip. And like at the time, I'm like, is this like
Is
G
it
Flip
really?
Jensen,
Yeah.
or is it like just like some like random person? And I opened it, and she commented on the post that Triple J Unearthed High done, and I was just so I called my dad straight away. I'm like, Dad, like G Flip commented on my thing. Oh my god, like, I can't believe it. And yeah, it was just I was such a big surprise. I was so I
Wow.
was so glad. Yeah.
And artists don't have to do that. It's as I said to you before, the Australian music industry, we're so lucky to be a part of because it is such a supportive industry, and it's so special to be part of something so real. But to have artists go to the trouble of finding you, listening to something, and then making a comment when there's no obligation at all, that's a really big honor to have that happen, especially so early in your career. So it's something to be really, really excited about. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit. Where can people see you if they want to come and watch you singing? Have you got anything coming up? What are you planning for the rest of the year?
I think my main performance this year would be School Spectacular.
Yes.
So that will be in Sydney. I have a gig on the 19th of October in Tamworth, which I'll be
Not far
headlining.
away.
Yeah. It's kind of like a festival type thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. But I
Can
haven't.
people still get tickets?
Sorry.
Can people still get tickets to that one?
Yeah, I think it's kind of more like an open thing.
Just
I
come
think it's just,
along.
yeah, whoever wants to come. But yeah, I think my main performances of the year is always Tamworth.
Yeah.
With the festival and stuff. Like it's just it's always really hectic around that time, but it's always a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So,
It's a really good way to start the year, Tamworth, isn't it?
Yeah.
We start the year with such a big high. It sets the bar really high for the rest of the 12 months because it's just so special. And we were talking before we went live. You've been to Tamworth three festivals in a row now. Do you have any hints and tips, and do you have any favourite venues that you would like to play that you may not have yet?
I think I've always wanted to do a support act for like anyone, because I feel like that would just further my audience with their music and stuff. I actually have performed on the Toyota stage with the Bushwhackers, which
Isn't
was
it special?
it was honestly so cool. It was on Australia Day, and the Bushwhackers is kind of like the people who kind of helps like pushed me even more with their music. So they asked me to do a verse of I Am Australian in my language, Gomeroi language.
Wow.
And so I got to get on that stage and kind of sing. It was just it was so awesome. Yeah, my auntie actually taught me, my aunt Teresa. She taught me just over the phone, kind of like what we're doing now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so that was just it was just singing in my language. It makes me feel very proud to be Aboriginal. Yeah.
Very proud, and I wish I got to see that performance. I didn't get to see them in this year's festival. I did not. That's the downside about when you're performing in Tamworth. You don't always get to the shows you want to get to, but that is absolutely so special. It makes it hard to keep topping all these experiences that you're having. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I know Scott's got another fact for us about your upcoming EP in 2026. How are you going with that? Is it all finished? Are you still working on it? What's happening?
I think I do have songs that are 100% going to be in there. And then I think just kind of what I'm going to write in the future, and if it's kind of like hits that standard of, being in the actual EP, I think, it's kind of whatever happens. Like the songs will just come, I think, come to me. Yeah.
As they're meant to. Yep, absolutely. I hope you didn't have another interview after our show because we've been speaking for over half an hour, but I really loved having you on, and thank you for singing, and I am so excited to be here at the start of your journey and watch you grow through. But in Tamworth, we will be there this year, so we have to try and tee up a chat in person. It would be lovely to meet you and come along to a show. And yeah, we'll if you release another single before Tamworth, we'd love to have you back for that as well.
I think definitely. I think I actually have a song called Sweetheart, which really fits that country. Like, I'm so excited to release that one, honestly.
So that's going to be the next one.
Yeah, hopefully. Sweetheart's next one.
Wow. How exciting. I cannot wait to hear it, and I hope it comes out before Tamworth so we can enjoy some more music before we get there. That would be lovely. I just want to say a quick thank you to Jules too, because Jules sent all of your things through to us. If you haven't already started following Kyla on social media, scan the QR code. It will take you to the link tree, and you can follow on any platform that you prefer. Do you have a preferred platform that you probably keep most up to date at the moment?
I think my Instagram and Facebook are probably the platforms that I post on the most, and really get my music onto.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you haven't already, jump over there and give it a like and a follow, and make sure that you scan the QR code and go and have a look at myself, Kyla's current single, and there's also a film clip to go along with it, which does look like a lot of fun. When I was watching it, it looked really good. It was very well thought out, and you looked so comfortable on the screen, which was lovely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it so much.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to us. I can't wait to have you back on.
Yeah.
It'll be lovely. Guys, just a quick reminder, if you're in Tassie, come down and say g'day, because we would love to see you all at the shows this weekend. I'll be wandering around doing interviews and filming and doing a few different things. So make sure you come and say hi, because I really love it when I get to see you all in person and not through our screens. So make sure you do come and say hi. And next week we'll be back. We've got 2 shows booked in for next week. So once we get all the confirmations through, we'll get those ads up for you and bring your questions. And if not, I know some of you like to send them through to me beforehand. You're all welcome to do that as well. So send them through as soon as you think of them, and I'll make sure that we include them in the show. But thank you again for joining, and I can't wait to watch you grow.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed this interview very much. I just want to say a big thank you for having me tonight. It was a lot of fun. Just thank you.
It has been fun, and it's gone very quickly. So it's been lovely to have you. But yes, we will see you all next week or on the weekend. And if you're not at a show in Tassie and you're at a show somewhere else, send us through some photos. We'd love to pop them on the page and let everyone know what you're enjoying. We'll see you all next week. See you guys.